Pink, just as I was hoping to see, how would you like to help me tell a tale that's sure to dazzle all the villagers? Of course. What can I do to help? Well, I've been searching everywhere for a great story to tell. First I talked to a very friendly squirrel. Then I talked to Wally. Then I talked to Merlin. What did the squirrel tell you? Oh, it made a loud screeching noise and ran away. Though I'm not sure how that story will play with our audience. What did Wally tell you? He said, woo. He's a machine of few words. What did Merlin tell you? Well, Merlin always knows the best stories, probably because he's magical, and also the most aged person I know. He told me all about how you're fighting the forgetting, and I decided, that's our story! The Legend of Pink. You want to put on a play about me? That should work, I guess. Phew, I thought for a second there you wouldn't want the sudden fame that's sure to come with being a subject of our epic tale. Okay, I'm listening, Pink. Please regale me with your feats of heroism. Spare no details. Well, okay. It all started when I fell asleep under a tree and... Wait. We can't have story time without a snack. A snack? What are you hungry for? Oh, being a snowman, I don't need to eat. I'm just thinking of you. Maybe you can ask for me. He knows all about yummy food. I bet he'll know the perfect snack for story time.
Oh, thanks.
Hello?
Huh? So you're looking for the perfect snack for story time? Say no more. When I think of stories and snacks, one thing that really pops to mind. The flickering light of a cinema screen. The smell of salted butter.
Yeah!
You, my friend, need popcorn. And for the perfect popcorn, you need corn and butter. Great, thanks for me. Wait, you said Olaf will be there? Well, I know how to make this recipe extra special. You want to throw in some sugar cane. Oh, and you'll need to get some pure ice. That's the secret ingredient. I'm sure Elsa will be happy to help with that.
Perhaps
You're
we
making
could
a
do
snack and
something
Remy told
together.
you to get some pure ice? That's interesting. Well, who might have questioned the master chef? Here you go.
Goodbye.
It's me!
Pink, that smells delicious. Now, everything's ready for you to tell your story. Regale me. Okay, so it all started when I fell asleep under a tree in the woods. And that's it. That's everything that happened to me since I arrived in Dreamlight Valley.
Huh?
That's one of the top 3 best stories I've ever heard, Pink. Oh, shucks, it was nothing. My favorite part was when you jumped into the portal to go find Donald Duck. The valley has so many heroes, and if I'm going to write the story, I need to know every tiny little detail. What happened to Kristoff and Donald's epic adventure? How did Kristoff survive in the woods the whole time Donald was missing? I must know everything. I guess we could go talk to Kristoff and Donald and ask them. Great idea. Why don't you do that while I start to figure out the first act of the script? Act 1, Scene 1. It was the night of vicious storms. Wait, no, you said it was sunny.
I could use a hand over
Let me tell you
here.
about my adventures with Donald Duck when the forgetting happened.
Huh?
Well, it really wasn't much of an adventure. We camped out in the sunlit plateau for a while until the giant night thorns started to creep up everywhere. Then Donald saw something that really got him mad, and he tried to fight it. It was just a shadow, but he thought it was a dragon. It was a hummingbird. Donald got in a fight with a hummingbird? What happened next? After that, we went to the Forgotten Lands. Donald stepped in a puddle and splashed water everywhere. Then a frog jumped out at us. Yeesh. Sorry, Pink. I wish I had something more exciting to tell you. After that, we went to the Forest of Valor, and, well, you know the rest. But you should talk to Donald. I bet he'd make it sound a lot more heroic than I just did. You want to know what happened when I was on my quest to stop the forgetting with Kristoff? You bet! I'll tell you all about my heroism. Let's hear it. One dark and stormy night when we were camping out on the sunlit plateau, suddenly we saw a huge shadow on the wall of the cliff. It had wings as big as a house. Right, Kristoff told me already, it was a hummingbird. A hummingbird? Don't be ridiculous. That wasn't a hummingbird. It was a two-headed, 50-foot-tall, fire-breathing dragon. We don't have those in Dreamlight Valley. Not anymore, we don't. Not after I fought that one off with my own 2 hands. Next, we went to the Forgotten Lands, where things got even worse. Right, Kristoff told me you fell in a puddle and a frog jumped out. What? No, that's not what happened. A giant chasm opened up beneath me, then a sea monster grabbed me and tried to drag me in. What? It's all true. I fought that sea monster off and saved Kristoff too. After that, we went to the Forest of Valor and a horrible, evil. Oh wait, you know the rest. None of that is even close to what Kristoff told me. Well, then his memory must still be messed up. That's exactly how it happened. Did you talk to Donald and Kristoff? Tell me everything. Wait. Let me close my eyes so I can picture it all in my imagination. Well, it all started on the Sunlit Batu when they faced down a dragon, or possibly a hummingbird. And that's it. That's everything Kristoff and Donald told me. But that's 2 completely different stories. Huh. Who did you think was telling the truth? Oh, Kristoff. I'm sure you're right. Kristoff's very honest. And his story's more believable. But Donald's is so much more exciting. I'm gonna ask him to help me write the scripts. This is going to be a play to remember. Oh, but the story has so many locations. The Sunlit Batu, the Forgotten Lands, the Forest of Valor. I really should see them all while I write so I can fully capture the ambience. No problem. I have this thing called a camera. I can use it to take some pictures for you. Then you'll be able to look at them to set the scene. That would be wonderful. Thank you, Pink. You're truly a friend of the theater. Could you get me pictures of the Pillar of Courage in the Forest of Valor, the Elephant Graveyard in the Sunlit Batu, and the ruins in the Forgotten Lands? Will do. I'll be back soon. Wow, it's like I'm right there. I can almost smell each place. Now we got a story to share, pictures of our settings, and a co-writer. Donald has agreed to help me write the script. We'll talk soon, Pink. There's a lot of work that goes into a big production like this.
That's amazing. How you doing today?
May I help
Bonjour,
you?
Pink. Would you have time to help me with a small book-related problem? Of course. Well, you see, when I came to your valley, I had to pack lightly, so I could only bring a few books, and I've already read most of them, and I like to read something new, so I asked Merlin if I could borrow from the Dreamlight Library, but he said no. He explained that too many books had been borrowed in the past and not returned. But the library should be open to everyone. Merlin agrees, but he's rather frustrated with the
tell. We're gonna be
situation and
very
doesn't want
good
to lose
friends.
any more books. I like to make sure that the library reopens, so I was wondering if you could help me locate some of the missing books and bring them back. I can help with that. That's wonderful. Thank you. Now, why don't I get half of the books from the list while you get the other half? Could you go see Goofy, Mirabelle, Mr. McDuck, and Remy and ask for their library books back? Yeah.
Goodbye.
Pink, always good to see you. What can I do for you today? Belle and I are gathering books borrowed from the library and you want me to return the one I borrowed. Trust me, I wish I could. Unfortunately, there's one small problem. I lost it. What happened? I was reading the novel Extraordinary Rat Adventures about a rat adventurer on the platoon on Dazzle Beach. But then Donald tripped on the turtle and started yelling. He startled me so much I dropped the book in the water. It's gotta be ruined, right? Knowing Merlin, he must have enchanted all the books from the Dreamlight Library to protect them from getting damaged. You think so? I guess that would be a pretty Merlin thing to do. I'll try to fish it out from Dazzle Beach once I get the rest of the books back. Thanks. Howdy, Pink. What brings you by? I have this list of books villagers forgot to return to the Dreamlight Library, and your name's on it. Gosh, I knew something slipped my mind. Look, I got the book right here. Please tell Merlin I'm real sorry. The book is called Bear in Mind. Was it helpful? I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. It's all about helping you not forget anything. And I was remembering lots of stuff, so I thought it worked. But then I forgot to return the book, so I guess it didn't. Aw, well, I'm sure you learned very helpful things. Gosh, I think so. Just hope I remember them. Thanks, Pink. And thanks for helping Merlin care for the Dreamlight Library.
Good day,
Pink, I
dear.
cannot wait to hear what new opportunity I have for me today. It's more about something you have for me, actually. Belle and I are looking for missing books from the library, and you're supposed to have one of them? Yes, coin pull theory, a fascinating subject. In fact, I have a mind to keep it for myself. You can always borrow it again. Hey, I might just do that, after I reimburse the library, of course. But unfortunately, I no longer have the book. So where is it? Oh, it's quite humorous tale, actually. I was on Dazzle Beach digging for treasure, but at last I could not find even a rusted farthing. To get a bit of relief from the sun, I sat down in one of the holes I dug and decided to do some reading. After a spell, I got up and filled in all the holes I made. It was only once I got back to the plaza that I realized the book was missing. I must have buried it by mistake. I plan to go back and dig it up, but I have no idea which hole I buried it in. Don't worry, I'll find a one book treasure hunt to dig up on Dazzle Beach coming right up. Pink, I'm so glad to see you. I really need your help. I was trying to make stuffed toys that looked like one of my cousins, Antonio's animal friends. So I borrowed a book of sewing patterns, Crafty Creatures, from the library. But then I saw Remy, and he wanted me to taste the new that he made, which of course I had to do. And now I can't find the book. That's just what I'm here to talk to you about. Really? Phew, that's a relief. The last place I remember having it was in the plaza when I was feeding the squirrels. I'll start by looking in the plaza.
Day for an adventure. Hello? Over here. May I help
Thank you, Pinky found all the missing books. Now we can turn them to Merlin. Please come with me. I'm sure he'll want to thank you.
I hope we can talk again soon.
Merlin, if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss. An intellectual pursuit, I hope. And what would that be? Pink and I wanted to help the library. So we found some of your missing books. You did? Why, that's suspicious. I was sure I'd never get them back. Goodness, I must say, I'm quite impressed. In fact, I'd like to invite you both to become honorary Dreamlight librarians. A librarian? Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Of course, you'll have to familiarize yourself with my classification system. Perhaps you can start by finding the proper place for all the books you've brought back. But what if we put something on the wrong shelf? Don't you worry, I've casted an enchantment for such a possibility. If you put something in the wrong section, the shelf itself will let you know. Pink, thank you so much for your help. The Dreamlight Library has reopened and I'm looking forward to helping with it. I was able to find the correct spots for all but 3 of these books. I'm hoping you can assist me. The first one is a sewing book you got from Maribel, Crafty Creatures. There are only 3 classifications that I haven't tried. Owl Care, How to Train Your Sugar Pot, and Wanderless Arts and Crafts. I think Crafty Creatures belongs in Wanderless Arts and Crafts. That was my first choice. I hope it's the right one. I put the book back on the shelf and nothing odd happened. Merlin told us that the library would let us know if we made a mistake. So I think we got it right the first try. And the second book we need to shelve is one of Mr. McDuck's borrowed called Coin Pool Theory. The complications I haven't tried are monetary physics and swim strokes, metamorphosis for beginners, and magic duels 101. What? I honestly have no idea. I think coin pool theory should go in... Let's just try the wrong one, because I think it might be this one, so let's just do this one. Oh, perhaps this book is about something different than I thought. Let me see if you're right. That's odd. As soon as I put the book on the shelf, it flew back into my hands. It must belong somewhere else. I think it should go in Physics and swim strokes. Goodness, you think the book is about swimming in actual coins? Is that possible? I'll most certainly put it on my reading list, but for now I'll put it on the shelf. It worked! The book is back home on the correct shelf. Now the last book is one that I got from Ursula, Cursed Navigations, Making Better Devious Deals. She said it was very inspiring. The only shells I haven't tried are Wizard Interior Design, Magical Contract Law, Processes. What could go wrong? Printed in Magical Contract Law. It does sound like a book about magical law, doesn't it? I'll just go see. That was the right category, which means all the books are now shelved. Pink, you've been such a wonderful help. Thank you. It was a team effort. Well, I'm glad I got to do it with you. Now that we're finished, I had planned to start reading one of the books in the Dreamlight Library. I made a list of the ones I'm most looking forward to. But while I was placing Cursed Navigations Making Better Devious Deals back where it belongs, I found something at the back of the shelf, hidden behind the other books. It's a rather mysterious book written in letters I've never seen before. I wonder what it says. Could it be the first chapter of a new adventure? That's what I was hoping too. I'm going to try and decipher this mysterious book. I have to know what it's about. Thank you again, Pink, for helping me find the missing volume so everyone can enjoy the library. I'll see you soon.
That's wonderful.